Hello everyone, my name is random idea whatever. Here I'm gonna bring you the third part of my collab. So it's what if Deku was assassin. Also sorry for my voice, I'm kind of sick. Alright, so we left off at where... Alright, it's not basic recap. Deku got a job. I forgot where he got a job at. But, he also does, like, jobs for, like, hire and all. Oh, crap. Alright, so now... And, Deku just got kissed on the cheek by Mama. And still shocked about it, kind of. So he goes in there. He still has a crap ton of money because, well, he didn't blast it all. Because I'm going to say he's financially smart. And he knows like what to use money for. And he decides, alright, this is next day. So when he goes to sleep, like, he has a smile on his face. Alright, now when he wakes up, he brews himself some coffee. Put some, what's it called? I don't know. He just makes, like, dark coffee, black coffee, yeah. And drinks that. And then... Deku... What's it called? Shit. Sorry, I'm blanking out. I kind of just woke up. Listen, no. Deku is walking down the street after he ate his breakfast. And So yeah, Deku's walking down the street. Keep in mind, people don't know who he is. Because no one's actually ever seen his face. So, also UA, the UA students heard about what this guy did, and they're shocked. They didn't know that he was going to kill off the entire Midoriya family. This confused them. Well, not the entire, but like he left the kids. Oh. So yeah, Deku is walking down, and he sees in an alleyway a girl running and a man chasing after her. And Deku's like, yeah, no, not having that shit in my alleyway. So he starts running. And, when they're out of view, Deku turns into a cyborg. Well, not the cyborg, but turns into that. And he runs up and knocks him out. Like, one hit KO. Just one punch. And then he takes Eri away. And Hiri, after he picks her up, Hiri's passed out, so he de-transforms. And he goes back to his house. And Ferret. So anyways, he brings her to his house. And when Eri wakes up, because Deku's like, yeah, I'm gonna make something sweet. So he makes like a popsicle. However, for, like, you know, those giant popsicles. And then, when Deku, so yeah, when Eri wakes up, she's freaking out. She's like, who are you? It's like, hello. I'm Zuko Midoriya. What's your name? And she goes, my name is Eri. And he goes, alright, Eri, I got a surprise for you. And she's scared because she thinks that it's going to be like a needle or something. And then he pulls out a popsicle and she's like, what's that? And he goes, oh, you poor sheltered child. And Deku goes to her and says, like, you eat it, but you have to lick it first. And yeah, she's starting to lick it. And he also has like a plastic wrapper for it. Like, because if you don't know, if you put something sticky on like paper and all, it's going to rip the paper out. But if you put it on some plastic, sure, it's going to stick to the plastic, but you can take it off without any plastic on it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he has it like that. And so yeah, he tells Eri that put it down on this when we're going to have dinner. She's like, what's for, well, no, lunch. And she's like, what's for lunch? Well, you see, let me turn on the TV. I heard that the UE Sports Festival's going on. Yeah, he turns it on. I'm not going to tell the events, but it was entertaining, to Eri. Because she's going to have, like, my kind of thing where if you put me down on the screen, I may not like the TV, but I'll still be entertained. Which sucks. It's one of my only weaknesses. Now, anyways, Deku straight up makes. Now, this is something that my mother makes and all, and it's delicious. She makes what's it called? Spaghetti, like forgot what it's called, but like you put cheese on it. It has meat bits in it. You obviously use noodles. It's kind of like a lasagna, like an oven spaghetti or whatever. But anyways, all I know is that it's, oh yeah, baked spaghetti, that's what we call it. And all I know is it's absolutely delicious. When we have it, it's almost gone instantly. So yeah, he makes a big thing of that. And he fills the bowl up with it. 2 bowls. And like he mixes it up because that's what you do. He mixed up the cheese, the noodles, the meat, and all that. And he gives it to Era. Eri. And she's like, what's this? And he goes, well, this is my baked spaghetti. So far, from what I've heard, it's the best. So she starts eating. Sorry about that. And she's like, this is really good. Better than the popsicle. He's like, it's kind of filling. She eats all that. Oh, what the shit. So anyways, now back on track. Now Deku, after they eat, he actually bought an apartment with like spare beds and all. And so he takes Eri to her room and lays her down. And Erie's like, wait, I don't want to be alone. Can you sleep with me? And Deku's like, okay, I guess. Like, still, he's not used to this kind of stuff because, well, for him, his parents didn't care about him. Oh. And so, Deku does sleep with her. And now it's the next morning. And, when Deku wakes up, he sees two little adorable red eyes staring, like, at him with a smile. And he smiles back. And, Deku goes, alright, stay here, I'll be back, I promise. Just watch some TV. I'm going out to go get you some stuff. So, yeah. He goes to his room, he gets dressed in new clothes. Because he was wearing pajamas. And Deku goes out and he goes to a toy store. And alright, trust me, this is something that I like that's now gone. Bro, he goes to frickin' Toys R Us. And, like, he buys some girl toys. Oh. And, like, then the overhaul raid is actually happening sooner. So, now I did the thing with the goons. And all. And, when Deku gets back, what's it called? When Deku gets back to the house, he has girl clothes in her size. He has dolls, stuffed animals, like a comforter, nice fluffy pillow, like pink things, and blue because, yeah, red things, all that. And, comes in the house, basically, you looking like a bag himself because of how many bags he's holding. And when he comes in, like, he looks like a buffed up version of Santa Claus, basically. With that bag over his shoulder. And when he gets in there, he looks over and goes, hey, Eri, want to help me get this stuff set up for you? She's like, yeah. And when he opens it, Eri, she screams in excitement. And Deku starts, putting all the stuff on her bed and all around her room. Because there are shelves in there. And Deku Because I'm going to say the One for All user, if we haven't covered that already, it is... Anyways, it doesn't matter, it's going to change anyways. It's going to be Momo. And so, like, she's on the raid, like, supposed to get Eerie. And she gets a call. As I said, that we might need some backup, so... And, Momo went, alright, I got a friend. And she calls him up, and he goes, hello? He goes, hey, I need your help at this location. He goes, alright, I'll be on my way. And he starts moving. Like, he goes, alright, Eerie, you're allowed to watch up. I don't know how long I'll be gone. There's some spaghetti in the fridge. Remember to take off the cap. Don't put the metal fork in the microwave and heat it up for, like, as long as you feel fit. Like, if it's warm enough, you know. She's like, okay. And then she goes, Papa. And he freezes. It's like, what did you say? And he goes, yeah, Papa. It's like, okay. And he goes, see you later, Eerie. And then he leaves the door and locks it. You know, he has his key. And, he did bring some of his money. And, when he gets there, they're all like, Midoriya? What are they doing here? I thought all the adults were killed. He goes, well, all the adults were killed. This is the kid. That's like Momo says. And he goes, I'm only helping you out this once. Alright? She's like, fine. It's like, you gotta save. And they go, like, use the little girl's blood. And it's like, wait, what's the guy's name again? Deku says? Chisaki. He goes, oh, I knocked out that dude a little while ago. And they look at him like, what? Yeah, he was chasing a girl, so I punched him and knocked him out. And then I took the girl. Where is she now? It's like, she's in my apartment. And they're like, okay, so I'll gladly help the raid if she... Like, alright, really start the raid. He just immediately cybernetics with the gun, and he's like, alright. And he looks at the people who are trying to stop him and goes, alright, if any of you want to die, come on, attack me. And they're like, yeah, no. And they just let him pass. And they're like, what? And then Deku just runs and Deku runs in, and with his sight, he sees Chisaki, and he starts bullshit. Like, he's not taking it easy. He just breaks down all the doors and all, and he busts through the walls. And the guy who can control the walls is like, what the hell? This isn't supposed to happen. And Deku's just running around, like, and he's killing the 8 precepts of death on the way, too. And then when he gets to Chisaki, he just goes, hey, Chisaki, remember this, and just throws a punch and knocks Chisaki out again. And Deku sees the glows on his hand. Since he's also extremely smart, he thinks that his quirk revolves around his hand, so if I take off his hands, this dude ain't going to do nothing. And that's what he does. He rips off the guy's hands.
And in the background, you just see Shigaraki like, yes, throw them over here. and then Deku actually does. And Shigaraki collects them and is like, thank you. Deku's like, man, hand goblins are weird. No. And Deku is like, okay. And he drags out everyone that's still alive, you know. Like with one hand and they're all chained up by the neck and they're like, alright, just arrest them. It's like, hey, where'd Chisuke's hand go? He goes, oh, I ripped them off. It's like, why would you do that? Well, you see, he had gloves on. And those gloves probably meant that his quirk was quick for it. So I ripped them off. And they're like, okay. And Deku now, what's it called? No, Momo goes up to him and, like, kind of ask him on a date. And he goes, sure, but we'll need to go to my house first. And she's like, oh, okay. And we'll be going to my house for the day. She's like, okay. And when they get to the apartment, he unlocks the door, and they see Little Miss Eerie asleep on the couch. Well, not asleep, but like playing with her toys and all. And watching TV while eating leftover spaghetti. And her mom was like, is this the girl? And he goes, yeah, she's adorable. And then when she sees Deku, she goes, hi, Papa. And he kind of still freezes because he's not used to that. And Momo starts laughing a bit. And after Deku got out of his freeze, he goes, hello, Eerie. And Eerie goes, Papa, who's this girl? And she goes, well, this is my girlfriend. And which makes Momo blush, and now Deku's just smiling because he got her back. And then Eerie goes, so you mean mommy? And then, no, Eerie goes, so does that mean she's my mommy? And Momo just faints, and Deku starts bursting out with laughter. And I'm going to say that, that's why not. They had her have like a wire on, kind of. Or it can just like listen and hear things. And they're hearing this and they're like, what the hell? And they hear laughing after Momo passes out. It's like, yeah, I think you overdid it. It's like, did I? Sorry. He goes, it's okay. And he picks her up and puts her on the bed. And he starts cooking some Tolison eggs. Because, you know, that's also really good. I've made some, and they turned out absolutely delicious. So what Tolizo nicks are, like in my family household at least, is it's a Mexican food where you have a giant tortilla. You fill one side with meat, like you fill it up with some meat. You put in some eggs. Then like you spice it up. Like I forget what's in it completely. But then you also add cheese. You wrap that up after like you heat up the tortilla. Like it's a good like 15, like not even 15, it's like, yeah, I think it's like a 15 or like around a 15-minute meal. But it fills you up really well, and the tortillas are giant, like head sized. So yeah, he makes a couple of those. And he serves them, and then he goes and he wakes Momo up. And he goes, what happened? And he goes, oh, nothing. Just Eerie called your mom. And she passed out again. And then he goes, alright, I'm not having this. And he just splashes water on her. She goes like, hey, why'd you do that? You passed out again. And she goes, oh, sorry. And then he just covers her up with a towel, and like washes her off and all that, or whatever. Well, not dries her off. Yeah, that's right. And Deku goes, alright, come on, I made dinner. It's like, you can cook. And he goes, of course I can cook. And he goes, and they sit down and they start eating. Momo says, this is really, really good. Like, what's your secret? And he goes, he goes up close to her earring, and he goes, love, and she immediately blushes. Because, like, Deku, he's never been in a relationship, so he's just trying to do whatever he can to screw with the other person. It's like, that's gonna be how his relationship goes. That's also how, if I have any relationship, like, that's how I do it. I just screw with them. And give them gifts and all. But anyways. So after they're done eating and they're full, he also has that glass of milk. And Deku now just puts Eri to sleep. Like, eats the leftovers because, like, who wouldn't? That's delicious. And then he says bye to Momo. And he goes, wait, before you go, and he plants a kiss right on her lips, and she freaks out. And like they have class 1A hearing this too, because they're like, hey yo, we need like get all the ears or whatever. And they hear this and they're like, why did you do that? And he goes, see you later. She like kind of storms off. And when she gets back, like Deku falls asleep with Yuri again because she's too she doesn't like being alone. Now Momo, she goes and what the? My cat just rose. Like, didn't look like she got up. She looked like she just rose and was staring at me. So anyways, when she gets back there, Mina goes, "So how was the day?" And Fumbo blushes and goes, "It was good." He goes, "Well, I mean, we heard it." She goes, "What?" It's like, "Yeah. So when will we get to meet him?" I was like, "Soon, I guess." Yes. So, who was the girl calling you mama? And she, like, faints again. And now we cut to next day where, like, obviously Deku has to give Eri a bath because, you know, you have to give children a bath, especially Eri, because, well, Eri's too young to do it herself, and Eri's probably never had a bath. Let's be real. So yeah, he washes her up. And he goes and he goes, like, this is his free day off. And he goes and he asks Eri if she wants to come with him, and she goes, yeah. And he's taking her to like multiple stores. Yeah. So when they get there, like, first they go to like a food shop. No, get their food. And Eri's happy about it because she gets to eat more of Deku's food. And Deku's thinking tonight, you know what? I'll make brownies. And he also gets like toothbrushes and all, you know, the essentials. Like a plunger. You know, so that you can actually, like, when it's clogged, you can actually take it out instead of not having it and then get more wrecked, alright? Sorry, I'm still peeved over about something. But anyways, Deku is now, how would I say? Oh, yeah, they go to the toy store, you know, they buy more toys. You know, they get all the stuff. And then they go back. And, Deku starts making brownies. He's like, what are you making? Like, what are you making, Papa? And he goes, oh, I'm just making some brownies. And then again, she asks, like, what are those? And Deku goes, oh, they're sweet. And they're delicious. You know, like, human interaction. Like, this is what I used to do with my little sister. I pretend like I'm eating her, so, like, Deku does that, like, you know, he goes, nyam, nyam, nyam. And, like, picks her up and all that. And she's laughing, you know. And he puts her down, makes the brownies. Their day goes as per normal. And in the next video, he should be covering the, he should be covering, the, training arc, or whatever it's called. the forest camp arc. Yes, you will be doing that, Chrono. So I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.